This Misty Minute is about smelling pretty. I think that every drag queen must not leave her house without her pussy spray. Now, this was a given to me. I didn't think that this was in common sense. Every girl should smell pretty. But somebody wrote in, and they hugged a drag queen, and she stank kind of rancid. And come to think of it, I work around a lot of drag queens, and occasionally, some drag queens kind of stink. Now the problem is, a lot of our costumes are not washable, whether they have things glued to them, or stones, or material, or whatever. You need to coat yourself in perfume. My favorites are anything by Liz Taylor, like White Diamonds or Passions, for example. I also like Full Metal Jacket, made in Paris. I like things made in Paris because, in my mind, at least it works this way. You know how they say you smell like a French whore? Well, back in the day, back, when the prostitutes, the French whores, didn't take baths because they're, running water back then, they would coat themselves in perfume. And that way, between clients, they would still smell pretty like a flower. So, when I personally go, I don't go to the mall and buy expensive perfumes. I go to the swap shops and get discounted perfumes, but they're real perfumes, and I smell them, of course, first. Now the Misty Minute tip is, I think the more old lady it smells, the better it's going to smell in a bar. I learned this secret accidentally. I used to be a makeup artist for Versace, and they gave us all his original Versace fragrance, and I thought, ugh, this is old lady gross. And then when I started doing drag, I didn't have perfume, and I'm like, oh, I need perfume, so I quickly put it on and left the house. I got so many compliments because it was so strong that everyone could smell it all night long. Everywhere I went, like, oh, you smell so good, you smell so good. So, old lady fragrances, or things that say made in Paris, subconsciously for me, or anything that you like, obviously is good for you as well. But I like Paris things. And I put them on my, of course, obvious places, but I also like to put them on my hair because I like to flip my hair. And of course, your clothing. Especially if you don't wash your clothing in your private parts. You need to smell pretty. That is a Misty Minute on how not to forget your pussy spray. And I call it pussy spray because it makes me feel pussy. It makes me smell pussy.